to a spooky yoga class. Today is Halloween, so 31st of October 2021. Let's see when you watch this. I've tried to make the class a bit focused on Halloween, so being a bit creative with some of the poses. We're doing moon salutations and half moon poses, so just being a bit silly and having fun with it. Prop-wise, for a yoga belt, if you don't have one, use a bathrobe, the belt of bathrobe. I am not at home, so that's what I'm using. And for a block, use a thick book, or obviously a yoga block if you have one, or you could also roll up a blanket. One note of caution before the moon salutations. When we start in moon salutations, we're going to a slight back bend. Standing, we sort of reach back, bend back, arching our back. If you've got any back injuries or back pain, then please be very careful. You can skip that. You can just raise your arms without going into the back bend. The same goes for all other poses. If you have pain, if you feel uncomfortable, then you do not have to do the pose. If you don't like a pose, you don't have to do it either. You can take loads of breaks. You can wait in standing, in child's pose, whatever you want. I hope you like the slightly silly approach to a yoga class. I hope you have fun, and I hope to see you soon. We're actually going to start lying on our stomachs today. So if you want to come onto your front, and if you want, what can be really nice, if you put your arms out in front, if you stack your hands on top of each other, like this, so you make a little cushion with your hands, and then you can rest the space sort of between your eyebrows and like your nose, that space right on there, and just lie there facing your face facing the mat, nose towards the mat as well. Let's just breathe here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing into the abdomen, the ribs and the upper chest and your entire lung. So breathe into the abdomen. Feel it pushing into the floor. Feel that biofeedback. It's a really nice way of feeling your breath a little bit more. As we're moving through our yoga practice today, be mindful and kind with your body. So if there's any poses you don't like, don't do them. If there's any poses you find uncomfortable, you don't need to do these either. If you have pain at any point, then please come out. Breathing here. As slowly as you find comfortable, by slowing down our breath, we are connecting to our breath, but we're also slowing down our heartbeat a little bit. We might be able to make ourselves a tiny bit less anxious if we have those tendencies. Taking one very deep breath here. Inhaling, filling your lungs to the top. And exhaling, if you want, with a sigh. One more. Inhaling fully. And exhaling, if you want, with a sigh again. Exhaling completely. Bringing your awareness back into your body, maybe wiggling your toes a little bit. And let's lift our chest. And if you want, you can have your arms alongside of your body, or you can keep your arms where they are, your head on top of your hands. We're just going to lift our chest as if we're coming up from the dead. So inhale, we're lifting our chest. And exhale, we're lowering down. It's really small movement. Lift it as little or as much as you can and want. And when you lift your chest, maybe engage your glutes a little bit and keep the backs of your feet in touch with the ground, and also point your toes back. Having that engagement in your legs, in your lower body and in your glutes will help you stay stable. So one more here, or maybe two. Inhale, we're lifting our chest as much or as little as we can. And exhale, we're coming down slowly. One more, engaging those glutes, stretching those legs beforehand, and inhale, exhale. Bring your hands under your shoulders, pushing back into a brief child's pose. And lying in child's pose, arms out in front of us, we're really stretching our arms. We're feeling this gentle shoulder stretch here. What I want you to do now is, we want to snake forward into cobra. Now imagine you pulling your nose over, well, don't even have to imagine it, try pulling your nose over your mat as you come forward from child's pose. We're coming into cobra here. Lovely. And then that's on the inhale, and on the exhale we're pushing into our hands into child's pose again. Inhale, exhale here. And on the inhale, we're snaking forward again, trying to stay low. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, we're pushing back. Let's do that twice more. We're really waking up our back here. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, pulling our nose if we can over the ground. At some point it might lift. And then raising ourselves up into cobra at the end. Lovely. And exhale, pushing back. Inhale, exhale here. Let's do that one last time. And inhale, pulling our nose, sliding forward. Try not to give yourself carpet burn on the nose from your mat. And exhale, pushing into child's pose. Inhale, exhale here. The next inhale, we're going to come into a tabletop. Bring your knees under your shoulders, hands under your hips. Your knees are hip width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart, and your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked on top of each other. We're going to come into cat-cow. So on the inhale, we're arching our back, so we're pulling our belly button towards the mat and we're looking up. And exhale, we're pushing the mat away, tucking the pelvis in, tucking the chin to the chest, rounding the back for an angry cat. Inhale, cow. Maybe bending the elbows. I quite like bending the elbows here a little bit. Exhale, rolling through, coming into an angry cat. Maybe a black cat today. Inhale, cow. We're looking to the ceiling, we're stretching our throat as well. Exhale, cat. We're pulling the shoulder blades apart, really pushing the ground away, as if you were trying to push and explode yourself away from the ground. Inhale, cow. Here the shoulder blades come together. Exhale, pushing the ground away, looking to the belly button for a cat. One more each in your own time. Inhaling, exhaling. And at the end of that exhale, we're coming to a tabletop, to a neutral spine in the middle. Lovely. We're tucking our toes, lifting our knees, and we're coming into a downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog, so to speak. So bend one knee, then the other. Bringing the heels closer to the ground, the straight knee, straight leg. And then coming to stillness. pushing into the hands, the whole hand, not just the ball of the hand. Shoulder blades pulling apart slightly, shoulders away from the ears, nice flat back, knees bent if you need to. Breathing here. If you want to continue with walking your feet, you can totally do that. One more breath. And we're going to start walking our feet towards our hands. I'm going to start with our hands behind our feet, hip width apart the feet, feet about a foot length behind the hands. We're just going to hang here. If you want, you can bend your knees if you find that more comfortable. Let's rock from side to side, maybe holding opposite arm, elbows. Waking up our hamstrings, but continuing to mobilize our back. And we're going to hang here. We're tucking the chin to the chest. Let's continue to hold our elbows, and let's hang here. And as we hang, whilst we're swaying, we're going to sway our way up, slightly different. If you don't like that, just come up with a flat back. Lovely, wonderful. I'm going to come to the front of our mat, Tadasana. Feet either together or hip width apart, whatever you find most comfortable, but wherever we are, we're going to raise our toes off the mat, spreading them wide, lowering them one at a time, maybe so we can see a little bit of mat between our toes. I like to lift my heels here and place them down. You want to be properly, firmly grounded. Staying here, we're engaging our core, we're engaging our pelvic floor, perineum, rolling our shoulders up, back and down, opening our chest, palms facing forward. And we're going to start with some Moon Salutations. And instead of bringing our arms up with, initially with the what is that, like the bird shadow puppet, because it's Halloween, let's raise our arms out in front of us, wrists are bent like Frankenstein or a zombie. Let's bring them down again, let's do that one more time, arms in front of us, and down. And now next time we're going to raise our arms up, we're going to do that shadow puppet thing over our head, and we're bending back gently, gentle back bend, we're looking to the hands. Exhale, we're folding down. Hands at the side of the feet, bending the knees. You want to have the palms in touch with the ground. Forehead towards the shins. Inhale, hands to shins, we're looking down. Exhale, hands down, we're stepping back with the right foot, lowering the knee and tucking the toes. And we're coming up, opening the chest into a low lunge. We're looking to the ceiling, feeling that stretch in our hip flexors. Inhale. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot, tucking the back foot, lifting the knees, stepping back into plank. Inhale, exhale, coming down, knees, chest and chin. And now we're sliding forward into Cobra, we've done this one before. Exhale, we're tucking our toes, coming into a down dog. Stepping our feet in a little bit, we're staying in down dog only for one breath. Inhale, exhale. With the next inhale, we're stepping our right foot in between our hands. Inhale, exhale here. With the next inhale, we're raising our arms up. We're going to do the hand shape, clasping hands together, but we're making sort of a pistol with our index fingers and our thumbs. Our arms, the index fingers are pointing to the ceiling as if they're pulling us towards the ceiling. Try to have your upper arms hug your ears, and you're tucking your chin and you're looking down. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, stepping forward with the right foot, left foot. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Straight legs, as straight as we can. Inhale, engaging the core, and we're coming up. Exhale, hands heart center. Lovely. And again, we're starting again with the zombie arms. Inhale, arms forward. It's a bit silly, but whatever. And down. Inhale, arms forward. Arms down, and let's raise our arms, doing that, crossing our thumbs, opening the palms to the rim in front of us, and bending back. And exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the left foot now, lowering the knee, untucking the toes, coming up, shoulders, blades together, palms facing forward. We're looking to the ceiling. Again, feeling that stretch in our hip flexors, now on the left. Inhale, exhale, hands down, tucking the toes, lifting knees, stepping back. Inhale, exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, sliding forward, cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, downward dog. One breath here, maybe stepping the feet in if we want. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the left foot in between the hands, and we're coming up into a high lunge. Again, we're doing that finger puppet or finger shape with where our index finger and thumb making an L. Index fingers pulling us to the ceiling. Maybe the inner upper arms touching our ears. We're staying here, looking down, tucking the chin. Inhale, exhale, hands down, stepping forward with the right now. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Exhale, full forward fold, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, we're engaging the core, we're coming up. Exhale, heart center. Lovely. We're adding as always, so we're going to do the same thing again as Salinas with the arms. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up, crossing the thumbs. Looking to the ceiling on the hands. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with the right foot, lowering the knee and tucking the toes, coming to a low lunge. Inhale, exhale, hands down, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, stepping into plank. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, sliding forward into cobra. If at any point you want to add a chaturanga, so we're coming down in a press up kind of position, that's fine as well. I'm pushing into a down dog now. Inhaling here and exhaling, maybe pushing into the hands. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the right foot. Sorry. And we're going to come up into a high lunge here. Again, that pistol finger puppet. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring our hands down either side of the front foot. We're going to try to step forward a little bit with the foot. Hands are staying on the ground. We're now lifting our back foot off the ground. Both hands are on the ground, maybe just the fingertips. If you want to use a block, you could place the block just a little ahead of your right foot and place your hand on that block, lifting the floor up to make it easier. What I want you to do now is I want you to try to stack your hips on top of each other, so make yourself flat. We're coming into a half moon pose. If you lose your balance, that's fine. In half moon pose, our hips are on top of each other. So instead of both hips are facing down, the hips are facing the room. And you can look down, you can place your hand, the top hand, so the left hand on the left hip, or you could try to reach the left arm to the ceiling. And with your left foot, make sure that it's either flexed or pointed. That really helps with balance. If you lose your balance, that's fine. I keep losing my balance here. If you want to challenge your balance even more, if you've raised your arm, you could look to the ceiling. One more breath, wherever we are. Inhale and exhale, bring that left foot next to the right. Bring both hands to the shins for half forward fold. Inhale, exhale, hands down. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Well done, guys. We're doing that on the other side. Half moon is a real tricky, challenging pose, and maybe you feel your heart rate go up. That's definitely the balance. It really does that. Okay, other side. I'm going to do our arms in front of us again because it's Halloween today. We're zombies. Inhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up. Crossing the thumbs over, little back bend. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with the left foot, lowering the knee, tucking the toes, coming into a brief low lunge here. Inhale, exhale, hands down, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, stepping back. And here you could do a chaturanga if you wanted, where you're sort of tilting onto your tiptoes, bending the elbows, bring yourself down and slide forward on the inhale into an upward dog, where only your hands in the back of your feet are on the ground. Or you do knees, chest, chin, and then cobra. Coming back into a downward dog. All of us now, one breath here. Inhale, exhale. We're stepping forward with the left foot now, coming into a high lunge, doing that hand shape we've been doing, the little pistol hand shape. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hands either side of the front foot. And now we're going to step forward a little bit with the back foot and lift it up. And if you want to use your block again to bring that floor a bit closer to you, definitely do that. And we're placing our left hand on that block now. The right foot, right leg is in the air, flexing or pointing the toes, but keeping them active and stacking the hips on top of each other, making us flat. And if you lose your balance, that's fine. And various challenges are to raise your right arm to the ceiling and maybe look to the ceiling as well. So stay for another breath or two. And then placing both hands on the floor again and bringing the right foot next to the left. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward, forward, fold. Inhale, engage in the core and we're coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely. We're doing two more of these where we add the twisted version of half moon, which is also very tricky. But it's just about playing. Just standing in front of our mats. And we're going to inhale, arms out in front of us. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, arms in front of us. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up, crossing the thumbs, looking to the hands of the ceiling. Gentle open. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Or maybe you're warming up in the back of the legs now that your fingertips can be to the ground in line with the toes. Inhale, exhale, hands down, stepping back with the right foot, lowering the knee, and tucking the toes, coming into a low lunge. In your low lunge, maybe imagine that you want to bring the shin in touch with the ground. I mean, I can't do that. I think it's probably anatomically impossible, but by doing that, you're intensifying that stretch a bit, I find, if I focus on pushing my leg into the ground. Inhale, exhale, hands down, either side of the front foot. We're tucking the right toes, lifting the knee, stepping into plank. Inhale and exhale, coming down, knees, chest, chin, or if you want chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, pushing back into a downward dog. Inhale, exhale here. I'm going to inhale, we're raising that right leg. We're coming into a three-legged dog for a moment. Inhale and exhale, we're pulling our right knee to our nose. We're rounding our back, maybe we're touching them. Inhale, we're pushing back. Exhale, we're rounding, squeezing the air out of the lungs. Inhale, pushing back, we're working out. So one more time. Exhale, it coming in. Inhale, pushing back, and exhale, stepping forward. High lunge. Lovely. Inhale, exhale here. And inhale, exhale, hands down, either side of the front foot. We're stepping in a little bit and lifting the left leg off the ground now. Bringing that block, if you have it in front of you and want to use it, to your right. We're going to come to our just standard half moon pose, so non-twisted. So what we've done before, our right hand is just a little bit in front of us. And we're going to stack our hips on top of each other. Foot either flexed or pointed, looking to the ceiling if you want, raising the arm if you want. If you want to challenge yourself even further, you could try to come off that hand and just balance, like not even touching the ground with the right hand. If you're falling, that is totally fine. Okay. All right, now we're bringing the left hand to the ground. And we're raising the right hand. In here, a block can be really helpful. So the left hand is around about under our shoulder, left shoulder. And we're going to raise up, so we're twisting. So now the left leg is lifted, the right arm is lifted. So we're twisting here. Try not to droop your leg, try not to have it fall down too much. Work that leg and feel the burn in the hamstring of the standing leg. One more breath here, inhale and exhale. Let's bring the right hand down, left hand to the ground, and let's bring the left foot next to the right. Inhale, half forward fold, hands, shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold. And inhale, engaging the core, we're coming up. Exhale, hands to center. All right, that was quite full on. Let's stand here for one moment, catching our breath, feeling our heartbeat go back to normal. Okay, this is going to be the last moon salutation we do. So we're coming closer to going to the floor. All right, standing at the front of our mat. And we're going to raise arms in front of us again. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms in front of us. Exhale, hands down. And inhale, bring arms up, thumbs crossing over, hands open, and we're looking to the thumbs. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, half forward fold, however you want to do it. Exhale, hands down, we're stepping back into our low lunge on the left. Coming up here, and again, let's try and push that shin of the left leg down into the ground, activating that left leg that will help the hip flexor stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, hands down either side, front foot, and tucking the left toes, lifting the left knee, stepping into plank. Inhaling plank and coming down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, our back bends, so either cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, pushing into a down dog. Staying for one breath, inhale. Exhale, and inhale, let's lift the left leg off the floor into a three-legged dog for one breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, bringing our left knee towards our nose, rounding the back, maybe touching the nose. Inhale, stretching back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretching back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretching back. And exhale, stepping the left foot in between our hands and coming up into our high lunge. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale, hands are coming down, either side front foot. We're stepping our back foot in a little bit until we can comfortably lift it up. Flexing or pointing the toes. And again, if you want to use your block, have it in front of you. And we're coming into our half moon pose. So stacking our hips on top of each other. Our shoulders as well. You can have your hand on your hip, or maybe raising the arm to the ceiling. And maybe, if you lose your balance, that's fine. Maybe looking to the hand, to the ceiling as well. And then maybe if you want to challenge your balance even more, try to come off your fingers and just hover. Wonderful. Inhale. Stay for one more breath. Challenge yourself as much as you can or want. Inhale, with the next exhale, we're bringing that right hand down and we're coming to twisted half moon on the other side. So now the right hand is on the floor, round about under your shoulder. The left hand raises up to the ceiling. The right leg is lifted. Try not to droop the right leg. Stay for 2 breaths, wherever you are. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last inhale and exhale. Let's bring that left hand down to the ground, right hand, and now bring the right foot down. Inhale, half forward fold, hands, shins, fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, engaging the core, we're coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Well done. Maybe shake our legs out. Really felt that in my hamstrings there. Okay, we're coming to the floor. I think we've done enough balancing with the half moon poses. Don't know if you agree. We're coming to the floor, we're coming through one vinyasa. Or you can just come and sit down if you're done. Alright, we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. I didn't do the zombie arms there. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with whichever foot you want into plank. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down. On, inhale, into a back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, into a down dog. Let's bring our knees down here. Coming into another child's pose. Inhale, exhale here. Okay, we are going to slide or snake our nose over the mat again. Coming to a cobra briefly. Inhale and exhale, we're coming onto our stomach. We're lying on our stomach. We're going to do, so in our warm up, we did a very gentle version of Shavasana where we just lifted our chest like this. So now I want to do that version again, and I want to see if we can get to full Shavasana. So if that's not great for your back, you can just skip that. You can just relax lying on your belly. If we're going to do, first we lift our chest, then we lift only our legs, then we try and lift both together. If you don't like one of those, or you don't want to do the full pose, then just do whatever one you did before. Let's bring our arms alongside our body this time. Inhaling, exhaling here, so your forehead is on the mat, nose is on the mat. Inhale, exhale. With the next inhale, we're lifting our chest off the mat as high as you can or you want. Really working our back. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down. Shake your hips from side to side, relieving your lower back. Alright, let's do the other one. Let's lift our legs if we can or want. And when you lift your legs, you want to point your toes like crazy. Your toes are pointing back, your heels are sort of directly, so imagine your heels are sort of pointing, on the middle of your heel, if there was a light, it would be pointing to the ceiling, so that feet are not falling out to outside or inside, they're straight. Inhale, exhale here. And inhale, let's lift only our legs. Our forehead is staying in touch with the ground, pointing them like crazy. Maybe only your hip bones, your hips are in touch with the ground. Maybe your thighs are coming off, but it doesn't have to. If you're only lifting your calves off the ground, your knees, that's totally fine. Inhale and exhale, coming down. Let's shake our hips again. When you shake your hips, you can lie on one cheek if you want. And now, if you want, you can do that all together. If you didn't like one of those, then just do whatever one you find more comfortable, or just stay lying down. Inhale, exhale here first, and then inhale. We're raising our chest, we're raising our legs, and toes are pointing back. Maybe we're looking slightly forward. lifting here. Feel like there's electricity running through your body. Really, the whole body is working. Inhale and exhale, coming down. Some people call this Superman pose. You could also think of it a bit as like a, said earlier, a zombie coming back to life. And now what I would like to try is, if you have your block out in front, right in front of your mat, maybe move it. You can try doing this with arms out in front of you, so straight arms. If you do it with straight arms, your palms will be facing inwards. This will make it more challenging because your arms are adding a weight. So your body has to, your back muscles have to do more work. If you found the previous one already challenging, then it might be best to stay with that. Okay, so forehead on the mat, arms out in front of us if we want. Toes pointing back like crazy. Inhale, exhale here, and inhale, we're lifting up. Maybe looking towards the space between our hands. Lifting our legs, lifting our chest. Inhale, exhale, lifting one more time. Inhale, and exhale, we're coming down. Bending our arms, making a pillow out of our hands. We're shaking, shaking, shaking. Let's bring our hands under our shoulders. Pushing back into a child's pose. Stay in child's pose for one moment. We just worked our back muscles. So having that rounded spine is a lovely counter pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, let's pull our hands under our shoulders. And exhale, we're pushing into our hands to seated. We're going to fall to the side and we're going to come into our standard seated pose. Parivrtta Ardha, the starting point of all our poses. And here, if you want and you have a belt, you can have that ready. And we're going to, I'll show you the flow that we're going to do now. We're going to do, we're going to do a few mixes, like mixing quite a dynamic flow with our Parivrtta Ardha. So we're going to come into our stretch, whether we're using a belt or not, or whatever we're doing. Come into a Parivrtta Ardha for a few moments. Inhaling here for a while. And the first one, we're going to bring our hands behind our back. We're going to come into a reverse plank. If you're finding this really tough, just bring your feet in, come into a reverse tabletop. That's easier. Then after that, we're coming back into a Parivrtta Ardha. From here, we're going to have our arms out, like a zombie again, and we're going to gently, gently, gently see if we can fold back to the ground. And then from here, see if we can gently, gently, gently lift ourselves up. If you find that when you lift yourself up, when you drop, that you sort of lose the ability to lift yourself up without having like loads of momentum. A little bit of momentum is fine, but if you really have to yank yourself to get back up, it's probably best if you just come down a little bit and then up again. That's totally fine. So we're going to do a few rounds of that. So we're working our core, we're also working our back muscle, we're opening our shoulders. It's quite a fun little mix. But we're going to start in Parivrtta Ardha, seated forward fold. One of the few poses where I find the Sanskrit name more natural to me than the English one. Right, if you're using your belt, you're always going to place that around the ball of your feet. But you really don't need it, you can just hold your calves. We're going to inhale our arms up. And exhale, we're hinging from the hip, flat back, we're falling down. At some point your back is going to round a little bit, but you don't want to round like this, like your shoulders to your ears. Stay for 3 breaths. In and out through the nose, and we're looking towards our big toes. Okay, inhale, we're looking up, and exhale, we're coming back. And now let's place our hands behind our back and come in whichever version of this shoulder opening we want. We're lifting us up, shoulders open, chest opens, bum to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down, Parivrtta Ardha. Staying here for another 3 breaths. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, coming coming up. Arms up, arms are in front of us as we fold. As I go down, somehow my mat pulls back a little bit, but that's fine. And inhale, again, coming up, really controlled. If you're finding that you can't do that, then just go as low as you can. All right, inhale, arms up, another Paschimottanasana. Exhale, fold. Maybe see if you can go a little deeper every time you come into this forward fold. If you can't or don't want to, also totally fine. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, we're coming out, we're bringing our hands behind us. We're coming into our reverse plank or our reverse tabletop. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down. Legs out in front of us. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Looking to those big toes. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, we're coming up. Arms are in front of us. You can do the zombie arms again where your wrists are flopped down if you want. Inhale and exhale. Just gently, gently, gently fold back. Arms up. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. It's with control. Try to come up. Be really mindful of your back and your neck here. We're doing one more round of that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, coming up. Hands behind us. Coming into reverse plank or reverse tabletop. You can see if you can drop your head into your neck, stretching your throat here as well. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Breathing here. What I sometimes laugh about these poses is how you almost get as sweaty or sometimes even more sweaty in your seated poses as in the standing ones. And you would think, well, I'm just sitting. But they are building heat in our body. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale. Inhale, arms out in front of us. And exhale, we're engaging the core as we're lowering ourselves. And inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, we're coming up. Working that core. One more Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, we're coming to seated. Lovely. I hope that was fun. I quite like that little dynamic stretch, I have to say. Yeah. We are going to come to our backs with bent knees. We're coming to bridge. If you want, you can use a block here as well, make it a supported bridge. So coming down onto our backs, our knees are bent. We're going to bring them as close as we can, get them to our bum, to our glutes. Maybe you can stroke them, maybe not, both is fine. For a supported bridge, you would raise your glutes, place your block under that bony bit of your lower back. And just relax here, just wonderful. If you want to raise yourself up, we're going to inhale, exhale here. Inhale, we're pushing into our feet. I want to make sure that your feet are staying, your knees are pointing forward. They're not opening, they're not falling out. And inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale and exhale, we're going to lower down. If you're in a supported bridge, you can just stay there for as long as you want. Going to do 2 more of the dynamic bridges here. Inhale, exhale on the floor. Inhale and exhale, we're lifting up, we're pushing into our feet. Hip to the ceiling, chest to chin. And if you want to, you could also again raise your arms with those wrists bent like a zombie, like Frankenstein's monster. Just stay here. If you find that you can support yourself with your arms off the ground. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, exhale, bring your body down. Staying here. If you want, and you're doing the dynamic bridges, you could bring your knees into your chest. Quick release here. If you're in your supported bridge, stay there as long as you want. And maybe we'll all do supported bridge after this last dynamic one. So again, feet on the ground as close as we can get them to our glutes. Feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, push into our feet. Push into the feet. And if you want, inhale your arms up. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling those arms up means that only your back is supporting you now. Your arms are not helping you, so it's more difficult. Be mindful. And don't bring your arms back too far. Try to have them over your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Inhale, exhale, body down. Maybe bring our knees into our body one more time, rocking from side to side. Feet down. And now all of us, if we have a block, let's come on into a supported bridge. If you don't have a block, just lie on your back without anything under your glutes. I'm going to lie here, closing your eyes for a moment maybe. And if you want, raising your arms up again like that zombie. And staying here. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling, bring those arms down. If you had a block under your glutes, inhale, raising your glutes, exhale, we're pushing the block to the side. And let's all now bring our knees into our chest for a quick hug. Actually, move your block out of the way. We're going to bring our arms to a capital T, so shoulder level. We're going to drop our knees to the right side. If you want, you can bring your right hand onto your left thigh and try here to have your left shoulder also somewhat in touch with the ground. And your left palm is facing the ceiling. And look over to your left and maybe close the eyes. Breathing here. Inhale, we're letting, if you had your hand on your right hand on your left leg, let go of that and bring your knees back into center. And I'm going to drop our knees to the left. Maybe bring your left hand on top of the right leg. Looking over to the right, having both shoulders, also the right shoulder in touch with the ground. Keeping your eyes shut, relaxing here. Let go of your hand was on the leg, bringing your legs back into center, giving yourself maybe another hug. If you want now, you could come into a happy baby, where you're either holding the calves or the ankles or the outside of the feet, and your upper arms, your elbows are on the inside of the knees. So you're going sort of inside your legs and then holding the outside. And just pulling your knees into your body. Another hip stretch here, which is quite lovely. If you wanted, you could also make it dynamic, but bringing a bit of movement in by rocking from side to side. And if at any point you're about fallen to the side and you feel stuck here like a little bug, just pull on the opposite leg and that will bring you back up. This is happy baby is such a good word for this pose. Wherever you are, let's just come into center. One more pull of the feet, of the thighs into the body, then letting go, stretching your legs out in front of you. Feet are about hip to mat width apart, or even wider if you want. Feet are falling out. Arms are beside your body, palms facing up, or if you wanted, you could also place your hands on your abdomen, feeling the breath. This can be really lovely, whatever feels good to you. Our final pose, hopefully not the scariest, is Shavasana, which means corpse pose. Let's just lie here and enjoy all that benefit from our yoga practice. Maybe our body is a bit more supple. Actually, why don't we do a body scan? As we scan through our bodies, we're noticing how we're feeling, and we're also getting rid of any tension. Starting at the top of the head, and just noting how we're feeling, if we're soft or not. You can also notice the emotional, tone that you have. If you're happy or a bit down, whether you're exhausted. But as you scan down, going past the forehead, all the skin, the muscles relax, soften. Going past the eyes, the eye muscles soften. No squinting, nothing. Going down the nose, the muscles behind the nose, behind the ears, relax. Our cheeks relax. Our jaw muscle, our jaw relaxes, so we're not biting our teeth together. Slight gap between the teeth, maybe tongue just lying in the mouth, not glued to the roof of the mouth. Getting to the throat. Throat is nice and relaxed. If you have to have a little cough to relax it a bit more, that's totally fine. Your shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears, maybe pulling them down a bit. Your upper back is relaxed, it's lying on your back. Maybe you need to pull the shoulders apart a little more to be relaxed in the back and the shoulders. Your middle back is relaxed. Maybe have an inhale and sigh on the exhale to let go of any tension there. Your lower back is relaxed as well. Your upper chest, your ribs and abdomen are all relaxed, moving with the breath, gently up on the inhale, gently down on the exhale. Your hips are open, your feet falling out help that, relaxed and soft. Your glutes as well, they're not holding anything, and you don't need to hold anything in or up or whatever. Also your abdomen, getting back to that, your abdomen is relaxed. We're not sucking in our belly, we're not holding our breath. It's moving as however it is. It's fine how it is. Our thighs, quads and hamstrings are soft. Maybe you feel a bit of warmness radiating through your thighs. Your knees are soft. The calves are lying relaxed on the mat, falling out. Shins doing nothing. Our feet are flopping out. Maybe give your toes a little wiggle if that feels good. Absolutely relaxed, absolutely calm. Your whole body, hopefully your mind, are absolutely calm and relaxed. back to this moment. Back into your body. Maybe move your fingers, move your toes, move your wrists and ankles. Bring your arms overhead together, bring your feet together, and let's have a full body stretch here. Stretch, 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 make yourself long. And let go. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Rock from side to side, a little massage for the lower back. And then dropping to the right side. You can place your head on your upper arm, right upper arm, little fetal pose here. We're going to bring our left hand in front of our chest. Inhale and exhale, we're pushing into that hand. We're gently coming back to seated pose. Sit into comfortable cross-legged position. Let's have one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's inhale, make a nice big circle with our arms. Exhale, putting our hands down the middle, past our nose, mouth, throat, and into the heart. Let's bring our thumbs, if we want, to the space between our eyebrows for clear and kind thoughts. Thumbs to our throat for clear and kind words. Thumbs to our heart for clear and kind feelings for others and ourselves. If you want, let's bow with gratitude to the practice of yoga and also gratitude to ourselves for moving today. Thank you for being with me.